Good afternoon, students. Myself, Munshi Rashidul Islam, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, JIS College of Engineering. Now, today we have discussed about the topic. That topic we have already covered some point, and that is the topic which is actually starting from the last class, and the topic name was moment of inertia. And last day we have discussed the different types of standard section, how the moment of inertia is calculated as per the equations. So now today we have discussed the remaining part of the derivation, that means the moment of inertia of a triangular section and the hollow section. So now we can start the moment of inertia of a triangular section with base. So if you see the figure, a figure ABC, a small elemental ring, a small elemental portion can be considered here, and that is actually the breadth d1 and the depth is small dy. So the moment of inertia of a triangle with base B and the height will be h. So that we have to determine about the base AB. Now consider the elemental ring with a dy from the base AB, and dy will be the thickness of the strip, and dA is actually the area. So width of the strip is B1 is equal to h minus y by h into B. So moment of inertia about AB is equal to y square dA. So y square dA means B1 into dy. Now putting the value of B1, so y square h by minus y by h into B into dy. So moment of inertia about the AB line. So IAB is equal to 0 to h y squared h minus y by h into B into dy. So after putting all the values, we can get IAB is equal to BH by 12. So that is actually the equations of moment of inertia of a triangular section. Now about the base, IAB is equal to BH by 12. Now about the centroidal axis, parallel x parallel to the base, so IAB is equal to IXX plus A into YC square. Now since YC is the distance between the non-centroidal axis AB and the centroidal axis XX is equal to h by 3, so IXX is equal to BH cube by 12 is equal to IXX plus B half BH h by 3 square. So IXX is equal to, after all the value are putting here, so IXX is equal to BH cube by 12 minus BH cube by 18, that means BH cube by 36 is actually the value of the triangular section. Now moment of inertia of a circular section about the diametral section. So consider an elemental ring of a sides r theta, r d theta, and r dr is actually shown in the figure. So if moment of inertia about the diametral axis xx is equal to y square into dA, and y square means r sin theta square into r d theta r theta. So r cube sin square theta d theta r theta. Now moment of inertia of the circle about xx axis, so Ixx is equal to integration 0 to r and 0 to 2 pi r cube sin square theta d theta r theta. Now if I putting all the integration value, so that will coming at Ixx is equal to pi r to the power 4 by 4. So if d is the diameter of the circle, then r is equal to d by 2, small d by 2, and Ixx is equal to pi by 4 d by 2 to the power 4. So Ixx is equal to pi d to the power 4 by 64. Now moment of inertia of a hollow circular section. So Similar type of calculation can be done here, and that is that I already done in hollow rectangular section cases. So if the hollow circular section is considered, so if outside diameter is capital D and small diameter is small d is inside diameter, so IAB is equal to moment of inertia of solid circle of diameter capital D and D about AB. So the moment of inertia of a circle and diameter small d about AB. So pi capital D to the power 4 by 64 minus pi small d to the power 4 by 64. So actual value will be IAB is equal to pi by 64 capital D to the power 4 minus small d to the power 4. Now the moment of inertia of a semicircle. So this is the similar process method that I follow in the circular section. So we have just calculate the actual the data. So if I putting all the data and if I follow the similar method that I follow in circular section, we can get the result. So this is actually the diagram table that I summary here. That means we have already done here the rectangular section, triangular section, and hollow rectangle section, and hollow circular section. So all the formula can summarize here. So rectangular section, hollow rectangular section, triangular section, circular section, hollow circular section, semicircle section, and quadrant of any type of composite section. So now moment of inertia of a composite section. So beams and columns having composite sections are commonly used in structure. So moment of inertia of the base of these sections about the x-axis and or y-axis, and that can be found by the following steps. Number 1, divide the given figure into a number of simple figure. Number 1. Number 2, locate the centroid of each simple figure by inspection or using standard expression. Find the moment of inertia of each simple figure about its centroidal axis and add the term AY square, where A is actually the area of the simple figure and Y is the distance of the centroid of the simple figure from the reference axis. Now this gives moment of inertia of the simple figure about the reference line or axis. Now fourth point is sum up moment of inertia of all simple figure and get the moment of inertia of the composite section. Now suppose this is a simple figure, composite figure. So how it can be clarified or how it can be done by the different moment of inertia standard figure, with the help of different moment of inertia standard figure. So the section of the figure is divided into a rectangle, a triangle, and a semicircle. The area of the simple figures A1, A2 and A3 are calculated. Now number 2, the centroid of the rectangle G1, triangle G2 and semicircle G3 are located. The distance Y1, Y2 and Y3 are found from the axis AB. Now the point number 3, the moment of inertia of the rectangle about its centroid IG1 is calculated using standard expression. So to this, the term a1 y1 square is added to get the moment of inertia about the axis AB. So I1 is equal to Ig1 plus E1 y1 square. Similarly, the moment of inertia of the triangle is equal to I2 is equal to Ig2 plus A2 y2 square, and of semicircle I3 is equal to Ig3 plus A3 y3 square about axis AB are calculated. Now the moment of inertia of the composite section about AB is given by IAB is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now putting all the values, Ig1 plus A1 y1 square plus Ig2 plus A2 y2 square plus Ig3 plus A3 y3 square. Now the most of the engineering problems, the moment of inertia about the centroidal axis is required. In such cases, the first locate of the centroidal axis is discussed here, and then find out the moment of inertia about this axis. Now the moment of inertia, moment of area about any reference axis, say AB is taken and is divided by the total area of the section to locate the centroidal axis XX. Then the distance of the centroid of individual figures YC1, YC2, YC3 from the axis AXX are determined. So the moment of inertia of the composite sections of the centroidal axis can be calculated here. So IAB is equal to IXX plus YC square. IXX is equal to IAB minus AYC square, where A is actually the area of the composite section. Now this is in the one example how to calculate the standard figure moment of inertia with the help of the centroidal value. So determine the moment of inertia of the section that is showing in the figure about the axis passing through the centroid and parallel to the top most of the fiber section. So also determine the moment of inertia of the axis of the symmetry, hence find the radius of gyration. So here this figure is actually a standard figure, and that figure we name that T section. So the given composite section divided into two rectangles. A1 is equal to 150 into 10, and area A2 is equal to 140 into 10, and total area will be A is equal to A1 plus A2. Now due to symmetry, this figure is symmetrical about YY axis. So since YC is equal to sum of moment of area about topmost fiber by total area, that means 1500 into 5 plus 1400 into 10 plus 7. So total CG about the centroidal axis, so YC is equal to 41.21. Now the centroidal axis XX and YY centroid of A1 is G1, that means 0 into 36.21, and the A2 is G2, 0 into 38.79. Now moment of inertia about the section XX, that means IXX is equal to moment of inertia of A1 about XX axis and A2 axis, that means 150 into 10 cube by 12 plus 1500 into 36.21 square plus 10 into 140 cube by 12 plus 1400 into 38.79 square. So IXX is equal to 3637244.5 millimeter to the 4. Similarly, IYY is equal to similar method can be followed here. So the moment of inertia of the section about an axis through the centroid and the parallel to the topmost fiber is 6372442.5 millimeter to the 4, and the moment of inertia of the section about the axis of symmetry is 2824166.66 millimeter to the 4. So the radius of gyration k is equal to root of I by a. So kxx is equal to root of ixx by a. So if I putting the value ixx value and a is equal to 2900, so kxx is equal to 46.88 millimeter. Similarly, kyy is equal to 31.21 millimeter. So this is the problem, how to solve the T section problem with the help of centroidal axis. So today up to this point today class is covered. Now next class we have discussed with the unsymmetrical cases problem and how the moment of inertia is calculate from the main equations. So thank you.